Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am now recording and sharing screen. So let's get started. Have a look at Forex Factory. We're in the New York session. Now, when you're trading this strategy, as you know, Matthew Pips has just now launched the cashtrap swipe trades you can use on your app. He did his first one on his session last session, early hours of this morning, European time, and he set it up for 25 minutes past for a half-hour call. It was Usdjpy, and of course it worked absolutely beautifully. So I'm very excited for the app indeed. So 30th of March, we've got no red flag news, some low impact news. As we head to the Easter weekend, Good Friday, we will have bank holidays in Europe and non-farm payroll in the States, and bank holidays on Monday. So you'll see that reflected obviously in the volume of trading in the market. So let's have a look over at FinViz. So non-farm payroll, biggest event in the monthly Forex calendar for the US. And we've got strong US dollar. And there is some economic news I just want to mention. There is, I'm just writing down these currency pairs from strongest USD to weakest JPY. So that's quite exciting. Have a look at that. And that is the big container ship stuck in the Suez Canal. And that Suez Canal saves container ships coming from Asia through to Europe a week of sailing going around the Horn of Africa. And the ships are stacking up behind it like planes wanting to land at Heathrow in the ocean behind it. And it's going to take several weeks for it to move. Now that will affect oil. There's oil tankers held up, there's livestock, there's all sorts of stuff on there. So that I think will be reflected in the markets as the supply chains, because we're very much a global just-in-time supply chain. I think it takes 6 weeks for container ships in total to go east-west and back again. So do keep an eye on that, because especially if you trade something like Canadian dollar, which is linked to oil, and also watch out for Japanese yen, US dollar, I would have thought, but I'm no economist. I did do A-level at school, but not terribly successfully. And it was a long, long time ago, before all of you were born, I should think. Right, the Dixie, which we use to look at what the dollar is doing, reflects the strength in the currency strength meter. That is going up. So we'll have a look at USD JPY. 74, the top currency is strong. JPY is 33. So we'd want to take calls. We've now got 21 seconds. That was the hourly candle. We've got the moving 200 moving average. Now I was asked on the last session, I did a pop-up Tokyo session at midnight European time. How do I decide on the short list of pairs? Well, obviously it'll be things like this moving average. If it's cutting right through the middle of the Bollinger Bands, that means consolidation. And I would avoid that pair, so that would get struck off my short list. If this USD JPY said put, for example, at the moment it's saying calls, that's quite a nice setup we've got here, then I would ignore it, because it would be in opposition to what the Dixie was saying, for example. Or if the moving average was above and I wanted to take a call, that would put me off, because it would be acting as a ceiling, pressing price down. So here we've got 1 point for the currency strength meter, 2, 3 points for that ticking up, going above our, coming above our oversold area. The moving average is below. We've got 1 point for the call. We've got it coming off this line here at 323. It was called at 3112. And so that is a nice setup. So let's come over and look on here at the payout. Payout is low at 62%. Price is at 326. You might want to take just a test trade. I sometimes do that to warm up on a session, but you only want to take it if it comes back down to this area here, 316. It's called 312. It's already moving away, and you don't want to be taking it up here. This exactly reflects. This is a 1 second tick chart, and it's reflecting what is going on here. Let's just have a look at it on here. And you can see it's just come very nicely off that moving average. The Bollinger Band's still pointing down. I can see a little purple line of resistance. It is coming back down to our area. So if it comes down, I might have missed it, 320. I was going to hope for it to get back down to 312. It might not get that low. I just missed it again. 316. It's just wicked off it there. So this is a nice trade for a call. Please manage your own money. Your money is nothing to do with me or anyone else. It's between you and your broker. It's still heading down. So that's wicking off. So I may have to roll over. And you all know what I like to do once I'm in a trade. It's a bit slow, my login. So if you've got any questions about, I missed my rollover, hang on. Questions about anything, please ask. And what I wanted to say today is just having a look at that dip back down there. I've missed the rollover and I'm in profit. It is going now. Come on, give mummy her money. There we are. So that's heading up very nicely. So that is. So if you want to, there you are. How easy is that? Don't go down there. Stay up, stay up, stay up. I've got the 2 seconds left in, just looking down. Come on, up, 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 step. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, spiked out. Well, that's what happens when you get spiked out. Right at the last minute, just wicked off. So that's going to come back round again. Don't know if anyone else got spiked out on that one. So we've got 43 seconds. I'll get back in if it does another call. There's no reason. Dixie's strong. Dixie's strong. Didn't really have any reason to roll over. It's just one of those things. Just dip back down. It's just decided it's heading right back down there as well. So it's come down now below the move below the 200 EMA, but I am on the 1 minute, remember. 301, so it's picking up that level. 308, 309. Right, we've got a call again at 304. I'm going to go back in at 310. I'm going to wait to see if I can. Oh, I didn't mean to press the button there either. 309. I was going to wait for it to dip back down. Let's have a look. 315. So it just decided to pick up that level back here. Can you see left there? It went down. It decided to dip down there. And for some reason as well, I've managed to get into 2 trades. What? That I thought I only pressed that button once. Never mind. So we're at just dipping down again, isn't it? I'm going to have to roll over. I've rolled over now. So I'm in this till just past the 15-minute candle. A few seconds past that 15-minute candle. So it could continue to do this for a little while. I'm still confident in the trade. We've got everything going for us. We've got the Dixie just shot up. It's just doing a little bit of a wobble, hasn't quite turned. 70 on the USD strength here. That's the strongest. Japanese yen is the weakest. I haven't got any news, any red flag news. It's off the Bollinger Bands. It's off that line at resistance of 301. And it just, if you look at that line there, just slight different variation on price when you look at this compared to TradingView and the broker. Different feeds, that's why. So we've got everything going for us. It's called at 304. It's just sticking. This happened on Matty's session. He won 4, he lost 2 on Euro USD. It just stuck right along the line. He took a couple of other entries, better entries. So where are we with it at the moment? I've still got 3 minutes left in this trade. It wants to move, but it's just sticking. I'll roll over once more if I have to. I've got up until here to make a decision. And let's come back to here. And we've got moving average right in our favor down here. It's just sticking. It's just market being a bit weird. So I'm going to give myself a bit more time. And that's it. So I'm now in it till 21 minutes past. I've got another 7 or 8 minutes, and that'll be me done on this session. We've got, I'm going to look at the chat. So please feel free to ask questions. We've got Taylor Marks on and Les doing a Tokyo session tonight. So it's just off this line here. That line of support there has now become resistance. We've got the dollar in our favor, currency strength in our favor. And we're just coming up to that 15-minute candle. Let's have a look on the 15-minute candle. And that's 15-minute candle is just completing there. So we did have a buy engulfing candle, and then we've had a little doji candle just as we've come up to the hour. Got some questions there. Let me have a look. Chat. Could it be due to news? Is that red flag or is it red flag news? Oh, I didn't see that on mine. That could explain it then. Why hasn't that come up on my Forex Factory then? Oh, Wednesday. I haven't got that on mine. Okay, I'm just opening that up. Japanese unemployment rate, I've got that as medium. Okay, yeah. I've still got USD dollar as the strongest and Japanese yen at the weakest. So we've got that coming up in an hour then, have we? Oh, and that's going down to quarter theory. I never look at this one. So it looks like I'm going to lose those then. I'm certainly not rolling over again. Right, it's just coming off this line now on the 15-minute, which is our, it's at 274, 251 is our quarter theory. My beloved quarter theory. I can see the SAR flips happen there. Down at 276. It's just hovering around that area. And let's look at the hourglass. So I've got another call at 280. Another call at 280 on here. Let's see what, hang on a minute. There's medium use too. There isn't an hour. I use this other site. It gives more entries. I found. Just never used it in 3 years. I just stick to Forex Factory. So that might be. Can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can't hear. I can't hear anyone.
I can hear you, Sarah.
Oh, okay. Thought Les was saying something to me. Let me come back to this. Where am I on here? Whoa, quite a way away, 282. So I could have taken another entry down here. I think this is what Matty Pips would do. You might have taken another entry down there. And it's just wicking off that area now. DL Woods is on 2 minutes and he sometimes does roll over 4 times. I'm just coming up to the purchase deadline. I'm not sure I want to go any more though. I could do it on my, I was going to do it on my 309 entry. I'll do it on one of them. So I've done it on one of them. That takes me till 33 on that lower entry up until just past the half hour. This other one I'm in till 21. I'm in for another 3 minutes. And it is now moving. 1 minute 23 till the next candle. So I think I'll come on this Tokyo session. I think after this, because it's Easter week and on holiday on Friday, I might not do a Thursday session. I might do a Tokyo one again sometime. I'm not sure I want to do a lot more this week after this. So it's now at 286. So I've got one running longer. Normally I'd probably do it on both, or I would have taken another entry down here. That's what I should have done, and that's what Matty Pips does. He does another lower entry because the trader's moving is just very slow. So that one's going to bum out. Come down to the 1 minute. And it's just on that line of resistance there. It is heading up slowly. 7 seconds. I expect this will be another call. No, it's giving us a put. That's not good, is it? So there might be enough momentum in it. So US dollar, you're right, is weakening on there. But we've still got a blue buy candle behind. Oh, look at that. 304. 304, and that's my that is my 311 entry. It's not going to quite make it, is it? Go on, get up there, 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 stay up there. Mummy needs her money. Give mummy her money. stay up there, get 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 up there. Yay! Skin of our teeth, but that's all you need. Right, now the other one is running. That was the 309 entry, so I wouldn't have got that one. 315, I would have just got that one as well, but let's see how we get on. Right, so that's the thing about Usdjpy. Once it moves, it moves. And the reason I really want to concentrate on this pair is Matty Pips said he's made 90% of his money off this one pair, with the second pair being Euro USD. He said Usdjpy works best with this strategy. So, I mean, if that's good enough for him to take his account from a 3-figure up to, you know, what we know, a humongously large account, then there we are, that's going. That is going. So I've got 8 minutes, 33 I'm out of this, so I've still got 8 minutes in this. So what we want is for it to come up to here, 387. Give me 387, give me 387. Which is this line of resistance up here. So if we put on our Evan Cabral's market theory, and Evan Cabral taught Matty Pips as well. He taught him this. Then, and by the way, another thing he said is the trades that give you the most problems give you the biggest payouts. Obviously, you've got to trustthetradedotcom, as the Elwood says, trust your analytics and your analysis rather, and stick with it. Although we do have, because of leverage, we do have a principle of no more than 2 rollovers to stick to that. You will find the Elwoods on 2 minutes often rolls over, and he will roll over sometimes 4 times, but I mean that is a lot, but he's on a slightly shorter time frame. If you haven't gone through Les's team training guides, they used to be called units, then go through we've even pulled them out for you, the short list of the Academy videos. They're very short, they're 5 minutes. Understand the principles behind this, because when you get into that situation I've just been in, it gives you the confidence, because you've got the background knowledge, it gives you the confidence to understand these levels of support and resistance, and market timing. Market timing, this is what we mean by market timing, price turning on the half hour. So I'm saying to myself, I should be all right in that trade, because there's the half hour. I'm in it till just past the half hour candle. The market, Matty Pips did it last night. If you look at my cursor below, it says 1300. I'm on Paris time. So the price tends to turn on the hour and the half hour. There's the half hour, did a little move back up, but that's because of this crossover between London and New York. And then down here on the hour, it just carried on down there till 10 past. It doesn't happen sometimes exactly where you see the lines, and then it's gone back up again to the hour, down for the half hour. So that's what I'm looking for it to do on this trade that I'm in for another 5 minutes. No, 6, 5. I've got till 33, so I've got another 8 minutes, 3 minutes past. So when it turns at that half hour, and I got in it at 309, 309, which is here. So I should be all right on this, but I'm not rolling over again, obviously. So that's what I'm keeping an eye on. This is on the 5 minute, come down to the 1 minute. That's the, oh, it's just switched to switched it back. Oh, it's because of the time frame I'm on. So just put a vertical line. 33 is when I'm out the trade. That's the half hour. It's just wicking off that line of resistance there. And you can see this level up here, which was the hourly candle. That's the quarter. And here's the half. Okay. Just coming past. Remember, I'm on the 1 minute, so we're looking to put down at a very fine level. That's called a put. Now, this is the last 5 minutes before that half hour. So this is a retrace back to our middle line. Although if I look here, if you look at the channels, again, you need to go through that little short list of videos in the team training units, the HFX Academy, and work your way through it over a period of time. I've done the whole of the Forex Academy and the whole of the HFX Academy. And we're just saying, go through those essential ones. And then also, if you can get on any of Dr. Josh Lee and Brandon Boyd's training channel on at 6 p.m, always a student. I go on that channel. I still go on that channel. I was watching him call out trades down Euro USD based on bankers candles. You know, the understanding of what's happening behind helps you manage your trades. So here the green lines going up show that it's forming higher lows. The channel market's always forming waves and channels on any time frame. And then this is the, I think that's the crossover from the brokers, from the traders from London session to New York. A dip down there, and it's just, but it's still been moving up, but it's just leveling off a bit. We're back down at 348, and I've got a couple of minutes left. I'm just going to look at the chat again. Entered 280, cleared on one rollover. Well done, Danny. Brilliant, brilliant. It got up. It did, Diane. We like that. Euro just tanked. Interesting. The Euro's just tanked. Now, what's causing that? See that? We'll have a look at that in a minute. 346. $28.29, so 29 minutes past. Let's look at our, so Euro has gone. This is, I'm using, Les uses currency heat wave. I stick with this because visually I find it simple, and DL Woods uses it. So if I can have a watch as big as his one day and a Maserati and a Rolls Royce, whatever he's got, then it's good enough for me. But it's only doing the daily performance. So, and these charts show you, this is your, shows you how things are moving now. Crude oil's going down. I thought it'd be going up because of the tankers being held up. There you go. But anyway, that's the one I use, and I've still got USD strongest, JPY weakest. Still up at 358. And we've just had a wick off that, see that line of support? Support becomes resistance and vice versa. That's reflecting these channels here, reflecting these channels. The red lines are resistance, the green is support. So we're still up at 350. The Dixie is now saying a put as we come up. We're on the half hour now, so it's turning on the half hour. And USD JPY at 360 is called a put, which is they just vary slightly. There's 360. So I've got a couple more minutes left in this. I've got 2.5 minutes. 353. And if you use your, there's your half hour up here, 373. That's again reflecting your chart on HourGlass. So these give you your ranges. If you go on Les Blaster, he is sometimes trading 1 minute spikes, which is pretty phenomenal to watch, and he's got no lag on his channel now. So he said, as he said, the tops come off the Lambo. It's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So we're back up. There you are at that 373 level. You just need to look left. This gives you the history. We're not predicting, we're into probabilities, but what we're looking at is price action and how it's behaved before. So you can see that level there. And as I say, please go through those videos. And there. And that was support. So support, resistance, support, resistance. And it's not always an alternate pattern, but that is what you are looking at when you're managing trades and when you're deciding whether you're getting into a trade and whether you're deciding whether to roll over or not. So I'm now at 32. Expiry time 33:04. 32:12. I've got less than a minute. Well, that was an interesting session. That had me a bit, I won't lie, that had me a bit, I can't use words like that, but you know, at the beginning, I thought, hey, that's not how I like my sessions to go. So hopefully that's given you some tips in how to manage a trade, trust your analysis, trustthetradedotcom, Adam Cabral's market timing. This stuff works. 33, I've got 4 seconds left. 33:07, and oh, I've cleared it, but it hasn't given me a green box. It's just come up here as it's flashed off. So I mean, I've won the trade at 3.6. That's weird, but anyway, it hasn't given me a green box, but I've definitely won it. As you've seen, I don't know why I haven't done that. So anyway, look, it's right back up there. So I'm going to stop the share, and we'll give thanks to Christopher Terry for changing the world, what he's done for us. With it, you are really part of history, witnessing a revolution with the democratization of Forex tools. And anyone that says to you, Forex is difficult, it's complicated, their mind, their brain has not caught up with the smartphone and with reality with people like Matty Pitts, because there will be 1 million people this year, and the IAM Academy is global. They've even put Mandarin in. And if I can do this, an old bird sat in the end of the drafty old castle in France, then anybody can, because my brain isn't as fast as it was when I was 18, like all these other youngsters doing it. But I believe the system. I believe in the system. I've just shown you how the system works. I believe in the system. I've got bigger payout because I managed those 2 trades. The first one, I was only just over the line, but that's all you need. The second one, I was using market timing. I did split the difference. I didn't roll them both over. If I've been trading on my own, I might have rolled them both over, because that's normally what I do. And also trading my own, I started to do what Matthew Pitts does, which is get the better entry to offset what's happening with my other entries. I'll get a better entry lower down. That's what he did on Euro USD. He had, and you know the size, his order sizes, his contract sizes of like 50 grand, and he doubled up and he took better entries to offset what was happening with the ones that weren't so good because of the way Euro USD had stalled out. All you have to do, someone messaged me to have a chat in the night, a team member, and it was like, and I'm not saying you have to do this, I don't have to go out to work anymore, I don't go out to work, but I sat in my armchair by the fire for an hour and a half. I had the alarm on. I was actually going to have a snooze before Matty Pitts at 5, because I thought if I actually go to bed, I won't get up again. And that's what I make myself do. So for those of you in your full-time jobs, and we've all been there, you've got to put the grind in if you want to switch over into, and it is eminently possible. Les is living proof. because I know what Les's account size is now. Les is living proof. You can turn this into a full-time thing to earn more than enough money and not have to sit and work full-time, exchange your time for money for other people, or work 8-10 hour days, which we've all done and we don't want to do anymore. So if there aren't any, let me just read this out. Please put your results in the Quantum Leap Live. Les and I are incredibly keen this year, very committed to get this out to as many people as possible and to build our team and to really get the energy and the buzz going. That's what we want to do. Think of all the people out there suffering in so many different ways. And this, I've just shown you how to do it. Even I can do it. And I really mean it that way. So it gives more interest. Entered, yep, Euro just tanked. 3 rollovers cleared. All Benny living dangerously there. Well done. You see, Trustthetradedotcom. He saw the analysis. I know how good Benny is at this. Well done, Benny. Well done, Benny. Trustthetradedotcom. So I'm going to head off, make it a short session. We've got Taylor Marks coming up. Sean, sorry, Sean, I'm just finishing off. Sean's just come on. Sorry about that, Sean. I'm literally just finishing. It's a shorter one. Gave myself a bit of a scare on this session. Normally, I'm just used to it, just doing what it does. So I'm going to trade very cautiously the rest of the week. I saw this when I used to do Forex and pitchforks. You know, it's Easter week. You've got non-farm payroll, the biggest single monthly event in the Forex calendar. We've just seen the euro tank. The market starts to do strange things. It tightens up, the volume be all over the place, and you've got that oil tanker stuck in the Suez Canal. Not oil tanker, container ship. Don't dismiss that, because I saw the pictures this morning. All the ships are backing up behind. That's the whole of the east-west supply chain, 10% of all the world's goods. And also, if it takes a few weeks, that affects, there's oil on those tankers stacking up behind. So it will affect not just grain and foodstuffs and that kind of essentials, but also have to come round, you know, round Africa, and also it could be political as well. You don't know. It said a sandstorm, and anyway, the pilot ships, the pilot boats can't pull it off at the moment. It's completely stuck. So, and what they said is those containers act like sails when you get a wind coming a certain way because of the height above the deck of the ship. Okay, so that's me done. I'm going to stop the recording.